succumb to human pressure, no way. But if you, the Gambian people, because whatever I do it for your interest. I'm working for you, I live for you, I die for you.
The main point of his statement is for Gambians to learn from the experiences of other countries, especially in the Arab world, who have been misled by the promises of a brighter future and now abandoned in oblivion. The Gambian leader has announced as a goodwill gesture that he was going to pay the high tickets of 2 young people from every region of the country to perform this year's journey to the Holy Kingdom. Abdul Njai, GRTS.
Highlights of President Jammeh's meeting with the youth will be on GRTS Monday at 10:30 p.m. The First Lady, Madam Zainab Yahya Jammeh, on Saturday night presided over the 4th edition of the July 22nd Beauty Pageant at the Paradise Suites Hotel. The annual event, initiated by His Excellency the President, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya Jammeh, avails young ladies the platform to showcase their talent and also encourage cultural tolerance and diversity among the youths. The program, as we hear in this report, was punctuated by musical interlude. It is an annual event which is anticipated by young ladies all over the country, for it is one avenue where the world watches the beauty and brains that these young contestants showcase to battle for the much coveted prize.
The Miss July 22nd Scholarship Pageant is an initiative of His Excellency, the President, Sheikh Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya AJJ Jammeh, to give the girls all over the country a platform to showcase their talents and also speak out on issues affecting them and their well-being.
The arrival of the First Lady and the Vice President was indeed a plus for the already important mega event which the President of the Republic spearheads. The Miss July 22nd Beauty Pageant was initiated to eliminate superiority and inferiority complex, prejudice and bias towards female students, according to the Basic and Secondary Education Minister. The event, which molds young people from all parts of the country, inculcates the virtues of self-confidence and transforms their life. Fatou Lamin Faye believes that this gathering is one place where the virtues of cultural diversity and tolerance are preached to the younger generation.
This is structured in the form of a competition, the winners of which are provided with scholarships to further their education to the highest level possible. Essentially, the pageant is about beauty and brains.
The pageant is not meant to encourage immorality or indecency in any form, but it is rather an avenue for the young women and girls of the country to share their views on their aspirations and showcase their diverse and numerous talents.
The scholarship pageant is not meant to encourage unacceptable behavior or expose our very vulnerable and precious female students to any type of social danger. This pageant is not only associated with beauty, as in many other pageants, but also with brains and the appreciation of our cultural diversity. Hence, the theme for this year's event is promoting cultural diversity through education and training, our source of unity and strength.
President Jammeh is currently sponsoring 4 of the previous contestants to pursue various fields of studies in the United Kingdom, while several others are also enjoying similar packages in other parts of the world. The 22 contestants took the stage by storm, with their potentials and the unity and harmony manifesting itself in the program, thereby convincing the audience that it is indeed a worthy cause. From the first catwalk to the last, the audience remained glued to their seats, for the talents on show was incredible, and as the anticipation grew for the final announcement, entertainment was provided to the max. Then it was time for the final results to be announced.
Miss 22nd July 2012 pageant, Senior Secondary School, is Miss Ramon Viera. Miss 22nd July 2012, tertiary level, is Miss Dado Fall.
The frenzy in the hall could be felt as families, friends and well-wishers shouted to show their appreciation for their loved ones. But the emotional outburst of the winners was a sight to behold, as the First Lady awarded the Miss July 22nd winners 2012 tertiary and senior secondary levels their prizes. The program could not have been possible without the support of some people, and President Jammeh tops the list as he has from inception been the man behind the whole event. Fanwas Job Jai and Fatou Lamin Fai presented the Gambia leader with a certificate honoring him for his relentless support, and the First Lady and the Vice President were also awarded for their continuous support and encouragement. For GRTS News, I am Aissatou Mane. It was a day of extensive sensitization for the over 1,000 pilgrims intending to undertake the holy journey to Saudi Arabia. The annual event is held as a prelude to fulfilling the fifth pillar of Islam and witness deliberations on the rules, tenets and practices surrounding this year's Hajj. Modu Jallo reports.
As the annual Hajj to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia approaches, authorities involved in the process gathered the over 1,000 intending pilgrims at the Paradise Suites Hotel to furnish them with the necessary information and advice, which will be crucial to the successful completion of this religious duty. For many of these Muslims, it would be the first time to undertake this religious journey to the Holy Land. Therefore, in order to ensure a smooth Hajj, the Hajj Commission and other stakeholders are not sparing any effort to sensitize the would-be pilgrims. Bakari Nyasi, the managing director of the Gambia International Airlines, told intending pilgrims that they are working ahead of time to ensure that they are evacuated to the Holy Land, having already secured the services of an Ethiopian Airlines carrier. He also said that a team from Saudi Arabia will also be here to issue visas to the intending pilgrims. In the Holy Land itself, all arrangements are in place to accommodate them.
In terms of accommodation, like I said, in Medina, we are very, very close to the Prophet's Mosque. But in Mecca, due to the, the massive demolition of buildings in the name of modernizing the city of Mecca, we are forced to really move a little bit away from our usual location, that is within 1.5 kilometers from the Haram. This year we are a bit distant. We have moved a little bit away, and we don't want the pilgrims to be taken by surprise. We want them to be aware that this exists, and when they go to Saudi Arabia, there are no surprises.
By Kebaka, the Amirul Hajj described Hajj as an obligatory pillar of Islam, which every Muslim should undertake in their lifetime. Dr. Carr dilated on the need to be spiritually prepared to perform the Hajj for Allah's sake, and joining the would-be pilgrims to avoid vices that may vitiate their Hajj. The Deputy Amirul Hajj, Al-Haji Abdullah Fati, urged the people to assist each other during what he called a demanding and tedious journey and be each other's keeper. The intending pilgrims were also urged to be prepared by monitoring TV and radio, as all relevant information will be communicated to them on the media. The departure of these would-be pilgrims is expected from the 30th of September to the 7th of October. Modu Jallo, GRTS.
Meanwhile, the Hajj simulation exercise continued on Sunday at various parts of the Kanifing Municipal Council, designated as Makkah and Medina. Abubakar Dabo followed proceedings and filed in this report.
Hajj training of this year's intended pilgrims took the over 1,000 would-be pilgrims first to the buffer zone, which is designated as Medina, where head guides taught the men and women how to use the two-cloth ihram before boarding on the buses to the Independence Stadium, represented as Mecca. Here, intended pilgrims were taken through the demanding task of circumambulating the mock Kaaba and jogging between Safa and Marwa each 7 times. The Independence Freedom today took the position of a makeshift maker, where intended pilgrims are brought to be trained on the fundamental rights of one of Islam's most important pillars, which is Hajj. As you can see, they are undertaking one of the most important